What's up, Motion family? How you guys doing? Happy New Year's to you. It's 2025. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ian, and on my channel, I want to help you guys put your plan in motion by just inspiring you guys of what I'm doing, by simply learning how to manage your money, build your credit, so you can reinvest back into yourself, back into your equipment, back into your products, whatever that might be for you. If you want to become a content creator, you want to get a microphone, get a camera. Learning how to manage your money so that you can invest back into yourself is essential, but also just to live because life is lifing and expenses. Am I right? Am I right? Am I wrong? But we're going to do a quick budget with me of the year. I'm right now in the process, as you probably seen in the title, getting out of credit card debt, as well as building up a savings. In the meantime, as I work on generating some cash flow from becoming a medical courier, as well as growing this YouTube channel, doing my production work. So there's so many things that I'm trying to do to get out of credit card debt and build up my financial reserve for financial freedom. But anyway, that's too far ahead, right? So let me just share with you guys this first budget, this first paycheck of the year. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, the same thing applies. All I want to help you do, as I mentioned before, is learn how to manage your money, build your credit, so you can reinvest back into yourself. And the app that I utilize to manage my money is called YNAB. You Need a Budget. It's a phenomenal tool. I think once you learn the hang of it, it is awesome. It allows you to see where your money is at, what you actually have on hand, and not make you feel like your credit card could cover the expense if you don't actually have cash. Hey, I've been on the credit card float, and that's why I'm in this predicament. But nevertheless, I am blessed. So let's get right into it, as I stated before. So how I typically go about budgeting, as you see how I have my categories. So if you watch my previous video on how YNAB works, it's kind of like that envelope method. So these are like those tabs. So for me, I personally have these tabs: tithe and savings for the first one. Just as much as the government take their money before we even get our paycheck, I want to make sure when I get my paycheck, I'm paying myself first. I believe, the 90% is better than the 100% when you factor in your tithe, but hey, that's for me. And then I have credit card payments because I'm trying to get a credit card, so that's, up front. And then I have, here credit card interest because I am carrying a balance on some of my cards. I want to factor in the interest I will be charged. So I try to knock that down along with my minimum payments or any extra payments I can make in order for me to actually see the balance decrease and my utilization decrease, because that's a major factor when it comes to credit. But hey, I'm nowhere near there. I am still on the grind. So follow the journey, and I will be more than happy to share with you along the way. Now, within this as well, I typically have my paycheck go into a separate account. So I split out my car payment into a separate account and get this taken care of, because I kind of went ahead and did some budgeting in a way. So $317.79 was deposited into my other checking account. Boom. Perfecto. So now that's, sitting there pretty Gucci. So now with that, I'm going to take this amount of money at top and then go ahead and do my tithe, because this is the money I look at when I look at in regards to taking some stuff. Now, it's showing a little bit differently than what I had, I think, because I had actually, yeah. So what we're going to do, I'm still going to put this amount. I have 127 because I had a charge that went through, so it's not showing the right amount, but that's fine. 127, I'm going to put that towards tithe, and I'm going to put here 114 towards savings. Now, I know you might be looking at the number like, that's not 10%, bro. I'm going off of what I actually got paid versus what is showing there, because that actually factored in some of other expenses. So I'm going off of the actual paycheck numbers. Anywho, so now I got tithe taken care of. Let's get into credit cards. The first one of the month is that Discover. So I have my credit cards, as you can see, organized December 5th to the 10th, 8th to the 11th, 9th to the 12th. That is the due date and the statement close date. The reason why I have the statement close date there, because that is the date they're going to charge me interest if I'm carrying a balance. That is also the date they're going to also determine my next minimum payment. and I wasn't on the credit card float, I was able to pay my credit card on the statement close date, leaving a zero balance and leaving a zero minimum payment, which was awesome because my payment history was always on time. So that was a great benefit. And then I never had to pay on the 5th because it was zero due for minimum. I just waited till the 10th. It gave me some extra days for my paycheck to sit. But that's not the scenario I am in now. So I'm going to be doing my minimum payment. So let's go ahead and assign that there, from there. And we're just gonna assign the minimum so far. And then let's go to this one as well. Assign, there. We're just gonna keep on assigning the minimum. So far, as of right now, I am just knocking down my minimum payments towards my cards as I generate some cash flow from everything that I'm doing. That's when, as you can see on the side, I have these numbers, the 1, 2, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3. What that's telling me is the next step of getting out of credit card debt is the snowball method. So any extra income I have, which credit card should I prioritize first? And that's why I have Open Sky as number 1. I should look to knock out that credit card, and any minimum payment I'm making towards that card, I should then add to my second card, and any extra income I make, I should then add to that second card to knock off the balance and pay it down and so forth. So that is the goal. I haven't been always perfect with that, but I'm working on some cash flow to increase my money to make that happen. So let's keep on going. Boom. And we're just gonna do that for now. I know a lot of people will be scared of credit cards, which, absolutely understandable. Credit cards, if you don't know how to actually utilize them, it can become very daunting. And also, if you're not mindful of your credit card and how you spend your credit card, you can actually increase your debt, which is obvious. And that's what the bank likes. They want to, attack on interest. They want to make sure that you're paying them forever. But you got to learn how to utilize credit cards. And YNAB is such a great tool because one of the features is that when you use your credit card from a category, it will then tell you need to pay this back to your credit card. And I kind of mentioned that in my previous video. So if you haven't seen that, check that one out. Got to do this one as well. Assign. We're just going to keep on assigning those and getting that taken care of. And I think I have one for my platinum. So because this is my first paycheck, what I'm doing now, I'm putting all my minimum payments from this first paycheck, what this money has to do for me until I get paid again, pretty much. So all of these cards, as you can see, needs to get paid until I get paid again. And that's why I need to do that. And making sure I have enough funds for those, at least if it's just a minimum payment. Like I said, as I work to generate some cash flow, as I work to increase my income and do other things like medical courier work or create content or production work, anything that I'm able to generate some more revenue. I have so many things in mind that I'm working on the back end, putting my plan in motion to generate financial freedom for myself. So it is a process, for sure is a process. So yeah, we're good now. So all those are taken care of. Now I'm gonna go ahead, cancel that. I have to do this. I have an overspent category here, which is pocket money, so no worries, we're gonna cover that. Pocket money, really quick. Thank you, YNAB. And now we're gonna go down to here. So you might see that I skipped interest. What I'm gonna do this year, now that I have this set up the way I like it and it's actually working for me, I started over, I created a fresh new start with YNAB, and now I have the interest charge. I'm gonna be able to track how much interest I'm getting charged amongst all of my cards, which, another caveat, completely random, all of my credit cards are now actually linked to YNAB, so it can actually track the expenses. Before, some wasn't able to be linked, so I had to manually keep track of it, and then some budgets would be off. But now that I am able to track all of my cards in YNAB and see the interest, see the transactions I go through to each credit cards, I can now have a good, accurate amount of what my interest charges amongst all of my card in total will be, and then I can start allocating funds towards that. But yeah, I'm not doing nothing at that moment at this current time. I can, just for the sake of doing it. And then I'm gonna do this here. So I'll do that too real quick. 21st, I didn't need to do that. So Affirm gets taken care of. And money takes care of. So as I said, I'm in a credit card debt, trying to get out of that. So right now I'm in a blessed situation where I don't have rent, electricity, water bill at this current time due to the fact I'm, with family and my girlfriend here. So within all that, I have taken care of my family. I have my mom needs some money, so I need to assign at least $100 to her. And I also need to sign $100 for my sister so she can go to school. And now I have a dollar. I got $1 to myself, right? And that could go to variable, and that could go to my pocket money, I guess, right? Yeah, $1.21. Boom. What's that about? Huh? Oh, you gotta be mindful. If you are adding money, you wanna make sure you hit the plus sign, so it doesn't just assume you're removing the money that was already added there or assigned there. Kind of weird sometimes, but hey, nevertheless. Okay, so I've now assigned all of my money for my first paycheck of 2025. Yeesh, I'm broke. I need to go get some money. But as you can see in my YNAB, I have here variable expenses, subscriptions that I have to cover as well. And then I have emergency fund, which is showing like 6 months of expenses if I lose my income. That also wants to be funded this year. I have, personal investments. Right now I don't have much titles in here because I did transfer that towards my business YNAB setup, which I would share at a later time. And then I have my sinking fund for some other stuff like, my brother's wedding, birthday gifts, Christmas shopping. I'm trying to be mindful this year so I don't spend overly too much. But yeah, first paycheck of the year. I love utilizing YNAB like this because it allows me to see that I am broke. Not in a negative way, but in a sense of you need to make some more money, because I would love to be able to cover with my first paycheck all of my bills, right? That'd be a dream, right? Have my first paycheck cover all of my bills and allowing me to then have my second paycheck fund my savings, fund my goals, and invest back into myself so I can create the equipment I need. For sure. But in due time. So I appreciate you guys budgeting with me, utilizing YNAB, getting out of credit card debt, as you can see. But I want to encourage you guys to go ahead and put your plan in motion. Learn how to manage your money. Learn how to build your credit so you can reinvest back into yourself. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like and comment down below. What's your New Year's resolution for finances? Are you looking to, get a new job? Or are you looking to start a side hustle? What is it that you're trying to do this year? Comment down below. Let's put our plans in motion. Let's keep ourselves accountable and let's lock in. I believe in you, so let's get it. Thank you for tuning in. And again, subscribe to the channel, guys, or check out one of my previous Budget With Me videos. Happy to share this journey with you guys, for sure. Peace.